Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, March 3rd, 2026. Live Nation, we yesterday live tweeted the jury selection. They got to the 12 and we did it in great detail. You can find it, including on Substack. But today, the opening arguments. It's a big case. It's grown on me. I covered all the sort of pre-trial maneuvering, but now that it's in the big room, the lawyers from the various states are there. The lineup coming together of who will testify. Could there be Kid Rock? Ric Grenell? We'll get back to that in a moment. At the end of the one about the UN. Anyway, Live Nation, look for it. Meanwhile, one door opens, another one closes. Yesterday, the U.S. government rested in U.S. versus Alexander Brothers. The defense had said it would have a full week-long case. Not the case. Yesterday, they put on two chefs, both to say that one victim witness's testimony about drinking juice wasn't true. All there were huge casks of rosé. Another one took a lamb out there. Used to be the personal chef to Amari Stoudemire when he was with the Knicks. Small world. Big names, small worlds. Quite sleazy. There may be some defense witnesses stipulated to. They wanted to subpoena some guy, but he's in Israel. We can't get him. We could get to the Middle East. We'll get to that as well. Now, here's a case that Luigi Mangione, New York State, put in a lengthy memo. We put it up on Patreon. You can read it. The big news, of course, is that the federal government is not appealing the dismissal of the death penalty count. So now, it looks like it's going to go forward. We're going to be in 100 Center Street, 500 Pearl, or 40 Foley. It's going to be a full year of Luigi. But here's a case that few, in fact, no one have written about. Domain Gordon. He's been in jail. He's been in the MDC waiting trial. He decided to take it to trial. Until the very last week, he was charged with being a, quote, illegal alien in possession of a firearm. At the last minute, they switched it. They dropped that charge and decided to stand on gun within 1,000 feet of a school. Well, the Judge Kodal, said, if you want to take more time, you can. He rolled the dice. He went to trial because you have to show that he knew there was a school. And these schools, there were actually two of them. There was his home and where he was arrested on a scooter. They were 1,000 feet away, 999 feet away, 3 blocks away. So as much as they said that the school had the yellow signs in front and loud kids in the playground, the jury didn't believe he heard it, and he was exonerated. Not a mistrial, a la Pereira Bueno, Crypto Bros, outright acquittal. Judge Kodal said, release the man. And it really does make you wonder why they kept him in jail so long. Or maybe they screwed up the charge. Maybe they should have stuck with the initial charge. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to him because he's probably on ISIS radar. Okay. We'll forego the financial one for today because we're almost at the courthouse and we got to get in. United Nations. We wrote to Mike Walls. We wrote to Tammy Bruce. We wrote to the mission through the form on his website. So there's no misunderstanding. Saying Inner City Press, active UN reporter, exposing corruption. We've got some screaming. Needs to get in. And we gave him a month's notice, and it hasn't happened. So yesterday, Melania Trump was presiding over the Security Council. Fine. People were I was expecting, actually, several member states to sort of like try to rub Iran, and they didn't. They didn't do it. The UN is useless. Absolutely obsequious and useless. But we still are going to cover it, and we refused it in. Now, I'd mentioned Ric Grenell, and I'm going to go back to it. He used to be the spokesman of the U.S. mission. I bear him no, he was, an extremely, who cares what some thought? I'm not here to criticize Ric Grenell. I'm only here to note the irony of worlds collide, that he's now, I've tweeted at him recently to say, like, do the right thing. Not even do the right thing. Make sure that the U.S. mission is not, like, blowing it and just being unresponsive. When if they're against corruption, I'm against corruption. But so far, no response. I think he's running for office in California. But he's also, according to what I'm learning covering the trial, on the board of Live Nation. We'll have more on that going in. To be continued.